Well, welcome back. We're wrapping up this weekend's episode of A Closer Look. Joining me now, we're going to talk about a program a little bit near and dear to my heart. I'll tell you the background of that first off. But first, I want to introduce Becky Haas. Thanks for joining us. And Eileen Zellner. Thank you for joining us. Now, Eileen, you're the chaplain for Johnson City Police Department, correct?
One of 10.
One of 10. Well, it's a big department,
Yeah.
so we need it all.
Right.
And Becky, talk to me about your role. Your title's super long. I'm going to let you master that.
Okay, it's called the Targeted Community Crime Reduction Project, and basically it's to reduce crime by offering programs in the community.
So getting the community involved.
Yes, yes.
Exactly, because you can't fight crime from one side. It's got to be both sides, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, I mentioned that this is near and dear to my heart. That's because I have family that's in law enforcement. Both my father and my stepmother serve with Hawkins County. So obviously, the program we're talking about, if you haven't picked up, something to do with police, is Adopt a Cop. Now, this is fairly new in the Tri-Cities, but it's nationwide. Talk to me about the background of it and how it found its way here to the Tri-Cities.
Well, it is a national program. It was launched some time ago in California by Dr. Ed Silvoso. He's been on the national news about it. It's called, his ministry's Transform Our World. And several months ago, Eileen and Amber Keller, she's the president of our Officers' Wives and Girlfriend Support Group, SWAG. And so she and Eileen had talked to Chief Soroy about some kind of officer support program, and kind of it was on hold there. And then I began to talk to Chief about the national program. So he said, you know, you need to get with these ladies. And so that's kind of what happened. So what we've done is we've gone on their website and pinned Johnson City on the national map to show that we are a department that is using the program. And it's a very simple model. This is their model, raising a shield of prayer and blessing over every officer every day. And it's got prayer points on the back. And so it's a very simple thing. We're just asking folks to show their support by praying over the officers and their families on a daily basis.
And now, so the key thing that I want to point out here is we think Adopt a Cop, and especially around Christmas time, we're thinking, oh, okay, so we're sending some money or we're doing this. Now, there is absolutely no money involved in this program.
None.
All you're doing is just saying, hey, I support my officers. I want them to be safe. I'm going to take the time out of my day to say an extra prayer for them. That's really all this is.
Absolutely.
Like you said, a very simple concept, and one that is so very needed. You know, Eileen, talk to me. In your role, you're obviously with the officers day in, day out through some very tough situations, and times are changing.
Well, you know, in the times that we're having now, they do feel separated from the communities. A lot of people feel, you know, there's something bad about each officer, and there's not. We're very blessed in this area to have some of the most amazing people that truly care about the community. And when we started this program, we assumed we were only going to be dealing with our community. And I'm the one that is enrolling everybody. We've gotten people from across the country saying that they have wanted to do something to show their support, but they didn't know how to. So they feel like, okay, I can pray for them, and it allows them to give a tangible connection to the officers, which is going to make the difference. And the officer side, they are so appreciative, just knowing that there's so many people across the country, other officers, law enforcement families, people we don't even know, that are willing to reach out and support our officers every day.
And we talked about this a little bit during the commercial break about just, it is as simple as a prayer, but from the officer side, you know, they never know what they're going into each day, and they often find themselves in very frightening situations. So knowing that someone is praying for them and is caring about them and supporting them gives you a little bit of extra confidence.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And because they do sometimes feel like they're a little separated from the community, they too feel a connection to them and know that the community is behind them and support what they do.
And now this is super easy to enroll. Of course, if you can pick up one of the pamphlets, if you're out and about and see one of those, there's a form inside that you can fill out, you can mail in, or we can give you an email. We can, even if we don't have a form, we can just shoot you an email. You can tell us how to enroll. You know, no money, of course, like we mentioned. You're not going to give the personal information out to anyone. Just to keep contact, keep them updated on what's happening in the department. And you get a bracelet. How cool is that? Now, these are, of course, always in style. It says P for P.
Pray for police.
Pray for police.
That idea actually came from the Houston Police Officers Union, where they launched a program and gave out 60,000 of these bracelets.
Well, we want to give out 60,000, right?
All right.
Well, you know, we're starting.
Great.
This is rolled out greater than what we ever anticipated. And the need across the country is so great for it. And Becky has talked to quite a few departments, and I have too, as far as they want to know how to start their own.
Exactly, and I was going to say, viewers, if you're listening at home and you want to adopt a cob, and you're thinking, well, I live, in Hawkins County or Greenville or Greene County, and not really close to Johnson City, you can still adopt a Johnson City police officer, of course. It's just prayer, but they will be rolling out in the departments in your hometown very soon, right?
We hope.
Some already in the works, some coming soon, and others will follow suit. We're positive.
Yes.
But who says you can't adopt more than one? It's just a prayer. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
There is no limit. If you want to adopt every officer in our department, you're welcome to.
That's what I'm adopting every officer in the departments, in our region, across the nation.
Yeah.
I just, of course, I'm a little biased, but they're a necessity.
I've had several people tell me that they have family members that are officers or grew up in a law enforcement home, and already even before this program, they said every day a part of my prayers are for this trooper or this officer that I know. So I think it's something that was already close to people's minds, and so this just many times out in the community, people are asking, what's a way we can show support? We have cupcakes showing up at the police department. I was there one day at the records window, and a group was bringing a cake, and so this kind of streamlines a way the community can show support in a very simple but powerful program.
A very simple but powerful program. We're going to go ahead and pull that information up for you to email Chaplain Zellner to get involved in the program and keep a watch out in your own community. Ladies,
Absolutely.
thanks for joining us.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for having us.